Most people actually think that you need $1 million in your bank account or you have to inherit a lot of wealth in order for you to retire early. What if I told you you can actually plan your financial freedom today with very few rental properties in your portfolio? So according to Bigger Pockets, over 89% of people that actually retire early typically use real estate for cash flow and some tax advantages, not just only stocks or just their 401k from their job. This is directly from Bigger Pockets. Today I'm sharing exactly how I'm building my retirement plan using rental property and how you can do the same too, even if you're starting from scratch. So if you're new here, I'm Wale Lawal. I'm a real estate investor agent based in Houston, Texas, and I own a couple of rental property myself. So when I started real estate investing, retiring early felt impossible for me. I was a chemical engineer working 60 plus hours every single week. I was burned out and I have zero plan on how I'm actually going to retire early. But my mindset actually shifted after purchasing my first rental property in Houston, Texas. This property did not only pay 100% of my mortgage, but also put $300 in my pocket every single month. And suddenly my mindset shifted that it is not all about my age, but it's all about cash flow. To even take this further, I have one of my clients called Sandra. Sandra is a pediatrician based in Katy, Texas. She used the exact strategy and within 4 years, she was able to build a 7-unit rental portfolio, which currently brings her around $7,200 in a pure cash flow every single month while she continued to work part-time simply because she chose to still continue to work. So in this video, I'm going to break down the exact 8-step blueprints that you can use to retire early if you start today. I'm also going to show you how to buy your first rental property strategically. I'm also going to show you a cash out refinance strategy that you can use to scale your rental portfolio. You can even use it to start your rental portfolio. I'm also going to show you the tax strategies you can use to keep more of your cash flow in your pocket if you do it the right way. I am also going to show the real client examples so you can actually see or know actually that this is possible, that this is not just something I'm talking about without evidence. So you want to stick around to the end of the video because I share example with you on how you can actually plan out your own financial freedom number today so you can be able to quit your job in a couple of years to come with confidence. Number one, you want to define what we call your FIRE number. FIRE means financial independence retire early number. So you want to calculate your monthly living expenses from your mortgage to your car insurance to your car note to your student note to all your credit card payment to all your cables, your utilities in the house, electricity, water bill, trash, everything you can think of. You want to make sure you list them out, and please be very, very detailed with this one and do not move to step 2 until you finish this step 1. So once you calculate that FIRE number, you want to add a cushion of around 1.25% to it. So let's say your monthly living expenses is $5,000. Your FIRE number will be $6,250, which is your net monthly cash flow you need to make from your rental property so that you can be able to, leave your job or, work by choice and be able to plan for retirement or retire early if you choose to do so. Now, I'm assuming that you've completed that step 1 of actually writing out your FIRE number, and this will take me to your step number 2, which is you want to reverse engineer how many units do you need to make that $6,250 every single month, including reserve. This is how you're going to do it. Let's say your FIRE number is $6,250, right? Each rental unit needs to give you around $400 after all expenses and reserve. So what you're going to do is to divide $6,250 divided by $400, and that will give you around 16 rental units for you to make that $6,250 every single month. That is how you do it. No magic, just clear maths. And this takes me to the step number 3, which is you can actually buy your first property as an house hack. House hacking is when you buy a duplex or a triplex or a fourplex, you live in one of the units and you rent out the other 2 or 3 units as the case may be for you. In my opinion, this is the smartest and the easiest way for you to not only buy your first rental property, start your retirement plan as early as possible. Actually, I've helped a lot of people to house hack. most of them are first-time home buyer or first-time investor. They live in one unit and they rent out the other side. Now, this will not only help them to be on the fast track to retiring early, it will also help them reduce their living expenses, which is very, very important. And they also start building equity as early as day one once they close on that property. It's not all about how much you make, it's how much you're able to keep. So if you have any strategy that can allow you to keep more of your money, please implement it immediately, because all that will be helping you to achieve that goal of you retiring early. And this takes me to the step number 4. You want to use the cash out refinance to scale your rental portfolio. Let's assume you bought a duplex as your first property, right? And that duplex, over the next 2 years, you keep paying down your mortgage with the help of your tenant. Also, the market is going up. Real estate historically tends to go up. Now you can use the market appreciation plus the loan that you've paid down. You will have some equity in the property. Let's say you bought a duplex for $500,000 2 years ago. Now the property is worth $600,000, right? You can now go to the bank and get out the $100,000 equity you already have with the market, plus let's say you've paid down your loan from $500 to $450 now. Now you have around $150,000 that you can potentially borrow from the bank. Typically, they will borrow you up to 80% loan to value of your property, and that is the money you can now use as your down payment to buy your next property. This is how you scale through your equity you already have in your house. Now, by the way, this equity you are getting is also tax-free, and you can use it for your down payment or to even scale your rental portfolio faster. Now, this is exactly how I've been able to snowball from one rental property to multiple rental property today. It is not complicated. It is just a plan and execute kind of approach. Now, if you're finding value in this video, do me a favor, click on that subscribe button and also the notification button so I can let you know the next time I have a new video. And if you're ready to join my online community, comment the word community down below and I will send you an invitation to join my online community of like-minded people that are building wealth through real estate. The step number 5 is you want to leverage tax strategies to increase your net cash flow. Again, it's not all about how much you make, but how much you're able to keep. Real estate offer massive tax benefits, such as depreciation, which is you reduce your taxable income by using depreciation. IRS actually allow you to depreciate your property. If it's a single family home, 27.5 years. If it's a commercial property, 30 years. Now, you don't have to wait for 27.5 years to depreciate the value of your property. In reality, it's appreciating, but for IRS time, they call it depreciation. You can do what we call cost segregation to help you separate the physical property and the component, and you can start depreciating the component faster. I've had my CPA to do my cost segregation for me, and we've been able to cost segregate some of my properties, and I've been able to save a lot in taxes. So this is how the wealthy actually play the game. If you hear people saying, I pay 0 in taxes, this is what they are talking about. The next tax strategy you should also implement is 1031 exchange. 1031 exchange allow you to defer capital gains taxes when you sell your property and buy another one. Now, there is rule around this one, and you have to make sure you work with an expert, a 1031 expert or intermediary to implement this successfully. But if you implement it successfully, it is one of the surest way for you to scale your rental portfolio faster, which means you now have more cash flow and you are now very closer to retiring early through rental property. And this takes me to the step number 6, which is you have to now rinse and repeat these 5 strategies I've mentioned above. If you do it every single year without any pressure, you will scale fast and you will be happy that you did without any crazy risk, without wholesaling, without flipping houses. Just one strategic deal that you are doing every day, they will compound into a life-changing wealth hack. And this takes me to my step number 7, which is you want to diversify your rental type over time. You don't want to keep buying single family or just keep buying duplexes. As you grow, you want to consider diversifying. You also want to buy a couple of single family homes. You do not want to just own one asset class. If you can, you should definitely also buy commercial property, maybe like a self-storage, maybe like a mobile home park, if you can, and if you have the skill to do so. This will allow you to have more cash flow, which will get you very closer to that your goal of retiring early. And above all, diversifying will allow you to spread your risk across multiple assets and also increase the opportunity of you receiving a stable income every single month. The step number 8, which is the last one, is that you now want to invest in self-education and partnership. You see, real estate is a team sport. Nobody do it by themselves alone. Every successful investor I know of, they continue to learn and they continue to network with people that are already above them. You want to make sure you join free online community, meetups, Bigger Pocket forum. Also, you want to align yourself with investor agents that actually own rental properties in the market you're looking to invest. Also, you feel free to comment the word community down below and I will send you an invitation to join my free online community of like-minded people that are working towards retirement through rental property investing. Now, here is the common mistakes to avoid. I see a lot of new investors, just because they are pursuing their retirement early journey, they completely ignore appreciation. They just focus on cash flow. You see, cash flow is good, and I'm not saying you should ignore cash flow, because the way you actually retire early is through cash flow. But only cash flow alone will not make it happen for you. Cash flow is what pays your bill and gives you the freedom, but never ignore appreciation, because if you think appreciation is only icing on the cake and you don't need appreciation, you need to think again. Buying a solid rental property that appreciates faster will actually speed up your early retirement journey. So never ignore appreciation, because you can do a cash out refinance only if you have enough equity, which is appreciation on your property. If you don't have enough equity, you can't even do what we call the cash out refinance. Now, as you can see, that retiring early isn't just all about you winning a lottery or working until you are at the age of 67. It is all about buying assets that actually pay you every single month and having the confidence to live life on your own term. And if you can live life on your own term, now you can choose to work or not work. So working will now be by choice, not by force. Now, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you find value here. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and click on that notification bell so I can let you know the next time I have a new video. Now, before you go, I want you to watch this next video right here, where I walk you through how to buy your first rental property without any guesswork. Trust me, you will find value here, because I want you to buy your rental property the right way. Thank you so much, and I will see you in that video.